You've met them. And it's not just a spark. It's a full-body, soul-level recognition. The conversation feels like walking into your childhood kitchen after a long, weary trip. Everything is warm, effortless, deeply familiar. The air between you hums with an unspoken language. Even the pauses feel holy, sacred spaces where your souls are catching up after lifetimes apart. You feel seen, understood in a way you weren't sure was even possible. Then, zap, the lightning bolt hits. The one that doesn't thrill, but shatters. They let it slip, maybe casually, maybe with a heavy heart. They're married. In that single moment, the entire universe seems to collapse. The symphony of connection screeches to a halt. Pure, unadulterated joy slams headfirst into a brick wall of guilt, confusion, and a profound, gut-wrenching heartbreak. 1,000 frantic questions begin to riot in your mind, and they all start with that one agonizing word. Why? Why would the universe orchestrate a meeting this perfect, only to reveal an obstacle this insurmountable? Why would it show you your own soul in another person's eyes, and then tell you to just walk away? If you are currently replaying every single look, every shared laugh, every loaded word, wondering how fate could be so profoundly cruel, I need you to stop. Just for a moment. Take a deep breath. You are not going crazy. You are not broken. And most importantly, the universe didn't drop the ball. It delivered your married twin flame to you on purpose, with divine intention. Let's unpack exactly why. The mirror, not the destination first, and this is the most critical piece of wisdom to absorb. Your twin flame is a mirror, not a destination. Their primary role in your life, especially at this stage, is to reflect you back to yourself with blinding clarity. Their marriage isn't the roadblock you think it is. It's not an obstacle blocking your future. It's a giant, illuminated mirror, reflecting the unhealed parts of your present. Let's get specific. That raw, hollow ache you feel when you imagine them kissing their spouse goodnight? That sharp pang that feels like jealousy? Look closer. For many, that's not just about them. It's an old, deep-seated abandonment wound, waving a red flag, saying, "Hello again, remember me?" It's the echo of a childhood where you felt overlooked or like a second choice. What about the tightness in your chest when you see their anniversary photos on social media? That's not just longing. That's a scarcity belief whispering its toxic mantra in your ear. See? All the good love is taken. There's only so much to go around, and you missed out. The mirror isn't showing you what you're missing out on with them. It's showing you what still needs healing within you. It's pointing a spotlight on the precise beliefs and traumas that have been quietly sabotaging your peace for years. So the next time you feel that trigger, that jolt of pain, get curious. Pause and ask, what is this really about? Which part of me feels unworthy right now? What younger version of me felt this exact same way? That question is the breadcrumb. Your only job is to follow it back to the source. The connection is the catalyst, but the healing is your work alone. Divine timing isn't a delay. It's a detour with a gift receipt. In our instant gratification world, we love to treat divine timing like a cosmic layover, an inconvenient delay. We tell ourselves, okay, I'll just wait here at the gate. We'll finally board the flight to our life together as soon as the divorce papers clear. That's a nice, neat, human way to look at it. But it's not how soul contracts work. Their marriage isn't a glitch in the plan. It is an essential part of the curriculum you both signed up for. Think of your soul contracts running on parallel tracks. They are not waiting for their track to merge with yours. They are busy on their own journey, learning their own lessons. While you are over here being forced to master radical self-worth and confront your deepest fears of loneliness, your twin flame might be over there, learning crucial lessons about accountability, integrity, and the consequences of commitment. While you are practicing surrender and learning to trust the universe, they could be studying the real meaning of fidelity, not just in action, but in heart and mind. Both sets of lessons have to fully ripen on the vine. You can't rush this. Imagine you're both co-authoring an epic novel. You're each responsible for writing separate, complex character arcs. If you just skip to the final chapter, where the characters unite, you miss all the plot twists, the character development, the trials and triumphs that make the ending meaningful. Their marriage is a chapter in their character arc, and your journey through this pain is a chapter in yours. The timing isn't a delay, it's the plot itself. The spiritual pressure cooker. Make no mistake, this connection is designed to be intense. The sheer energetic pull can feel overwhelming, magnetic, and at times completely maddening. This is not a gentle, meandering stream. It is rocket fuel disguised as heartbreak. Its purpose is to accelerate your spiritual growth at a pace you would never choose for yourself. It's a spiritual pressure cooker. The intense heat of this situation is specifically designed to burn away every illusion you've been clinging to, perhaps for lifetimes. Illusions like, a romantic partner will complete me and erase my loneliness. Or, my personal value is decided by someone else's choices and availability. Or, if love is real, it should be easy and without obstacles. This connection holds these false beliefs up to the fire until they turn to ash. The discomfort has a very clear job description, and it's asking you one fundamental question over and over again. Will you choose growth over fantasy? Every single day, you are presented with this choice. Will you spend your evening spiraling, cyber-stalking their social media, and feeding the fantasy of a future that doesn't exist right now? Or will you choose growth? Will you journal, meditate, go for a walk, or call a friend who grounds you? Each time you consciously choose the path of growth, you are turning that agonizing heat into diamond-grade clarity and resilience. The fire isn't here to burn you. It is here to forge you into the person you came here to be. Boundaries are not betrayal. Now for some hard truth. The kind of truth that stings but also sets you free. Honoring their marriage and your own soul's journey requires the implementation of strong, clear boundaries. This means emotional boundaries, energetic boundaries, and yes, digital boundaries. This is often the hardest part, because your heart screams that any boundary is a form of rejection or betrayal. But it's the exact opposite. Boundaries are not rejection. They are respect in action. Every time you decline a late-night call that feels too intimate, every time you resist the urge to send a charged text message, every time you choose not to engage in long, emotionally draining conversations about their marital problems, you are performing a radical act of respect. You are respecting their current commitment. You are respecting their spouse, who, let's be clear, is not your nemesis. That person is a co-actor in this soul contract, holding down the fort for the practical, earthly lessons that you, from the outside, simply cannot trigger. And most importantly, you are respecting yourself. With every boundary, You teach yourself on a cellular level that true love is not about possession, obsession, or control. It's about freedom and integrity. Boundaries free both of you to do the necessary inner work without creating a tangled web of fresh karma that will only need to be untangled later. Weak boundaries don't bring you closer. They just create a bigger mess. Self-love as the real reunion. So much of the twin flame narrative online fixates on one thing: physical union, the reunion, the day you can finally be together. But this is a profound misinterpretation of the journey's purpose. I want you to flip the script entirely. The real reunion you are seeking is the reunion with yourself. When you shift your focus from them to you, everything changes. When you start practicing fierce, unwavering self-love, you begin to align with the highest possible vibration of this connection. And what does that look like in the real world? It looks like choosing foods that actually energize you instead of eating your emotions. It looks like saying a firm but kind no to drama, whether it's from friends, family, or your own mind. It looks like passionately chasing your mission, whether that's starting a business, getting a degree, or mastering a new skill. It means becoming a parent to your own inner child, giving yourself the validation, safety, and unconditional love you may have been seeking from them. The paradox is almost poetic. This alignment, this deep reunion with your own soul, either attracts a harmonious, healthy future union with them from a place of wholeness, or it dissolves the need for one entirely because you have discovered that you are already whole. Either outcome is a victory. Chasing the person keeps you stuck in the energy of lack. Chasing your purpose plugs you directly into the socket of abundance. The universe cares far less about who is sleeping in your bed and far more about who is living in your vibration. If this message is hitting the exact bruise you needed touched, if you're feeling a sense of recognition and are ready to move from pain to purpose, I've created something for you. It's a free 5-day email mini-course designed to be a practical guide through this fire. It walks you through the mirror exercise we talked about, gives you actual scripts for setting those difficult boundaries, and includes a guided meditation to help you turn this intense pain into personal power. The link is right there in the description. It's zero cost. Just a hand to hold while you do the real, life-changing work of coming home to yourself. The spouse is a teacher, not an obstacle. This requires a significant mental and emotional shift, but it is a game changer. You must learn to reframe their husband or wife from a rival or an obstacle into a tenured professor in their soul's university. See them not as the villain in your story, but as a crucial teacher in theirs. Think about it. That person is living with the day-to-day reality of your twin flame. Their triggers, their moods, their financial habits, their morning breath. They are in the trenches with them, navigating the earthly, mundane, and often difficult lessons of long-term partnership. They are teaching your twin about commitment, patience, and conflict resolution on a 3D level that you simply can't. Your very existence, even from a distance, is a silent syllabus for the couple, triggering questions of fulfillment, happiness, and life purpose that they must navigate together. Instead of sending waves of resentment or jealousy their way, what if you tried sending a quiet wave of gratitude? Thank you for helping them learn this lesson. Thank you for holding space for this part of their growth. This isn't about being a doormat. It's about spiritual maturity. Their presence is refining your twin's heart and character. If a physical reunion is ever meant to happen, you will meet a version of them who has done the earthly homework, who is more mature, more accountable, and more ready for a conscious partnership. Your only job is to trust the process and keep your side of the street spotless. Releasing the timeline. Human brains are wired for certainty. We crave calendars, deadlines, and expiration dates. It gives us a sense of control. But souls don't operate on linear time. And so, every ultimatum you set, if they're not free by December, I'm walking away for good, is an act of the ego, chaining you to the illusion of control and the prison of linear time. Spirit moves in spirals, seasons, and synchronicities. It's a dance, not a march. You have to drop the stopwatch. Clinging to a timeline creates immense pressure and anxiety, and it blocks you from seeing the beauty and the lessons of the present moment. Your soul's journey is not a highway with predictable exits. It's a meandering river, and your job is to flow with it, not try to force it into a straight canal. So, release the outcome. Release the when, the where, and the how. Focus instead on the signal you are receiving. Today, ask yourself each morning a simple, powerful question. What is the next aligned step for my soul's highest good? Today, the answer might be surprisingly simple. It could be signing up for that pottery class you've been thinking about. It could be finally booking an appointment with a therapist. It could be muting their Instagram profile for the next 30 days to give your nervous system a break. These small, aligned steps are what build the path forward. But the path can't breathe while you're standing on it, clutching a stopwatch. Signs you're doing the work, so how do you know any of this is actually working? How do you track your progress when the external situation may not have changed at all? The signs are internal. They are subtle shifts in your own energy and perspective. First, the agonizing, gut-wrenching pain begins to transmute into a gentle, curious ache. You become more of an observer of your feelings than a victim of them. Second, you swap the obsessive question, when will they leave their spouse, for the powerful, inward-facing question, what childhood belief or pattern is this situation poking at? Third, you might see their name or a post from them online and not feel that immediate, stomach-flipping jolt of anxiety and longing. There's a newfound neutrality. Fourth, your dreams may shift. The reunion fantasies might be replaced by symbolic dreams of you graduating, climbing a mountain, or receiving a key. Signs from your subconscious that you are leveling up. Another sign is that you start genuinely investing in other areas of your life, not as a distraction, but because you are genuinely interested again. You find joy in your friendships, your work, your hobbies. These aren't trophies to show off. They are quiet, personal mile markers that the inner alchemy is on track. Celebrate these small shifts. They are the receipts from the universe confirming that your hard work is paying off. Your life purpose is the shortcut. If there is one shortcut through this challenging journey, it is this. Stop waiting and start living your life's purpose with every ounce of your being. Your purpose is the ultimate twin flame magnet, but not in the way you think, when you are on fire for your own mission. Whether that mission is teaching kids to read, launching that podcast, healing your family lineage, or fostering rescue dogs, you begin to vibrate at the frequency of already fulfilled. Your life purpose doesn't have to be some grand, earth-shattering calling. It's simply the thing that makes you forget to check your phone. It's the activity that makes you feel most alive, most useful, most yourself. When you dedicate your energy to that, you send a powerful new signal out to the universe. The signal changes from, "I am incomplete and I am waiting for this person to make me whole," to, "Message received. I understand that this connection wasn't about getting the person. It was about becoming the person I came here to be." Ironically, that powerful, self-possessed, and joyful energy is the most magnetic force in the universe. It is often the green light for the next chapter of the connection to unfold. But by the time that happens, you are so deeply anchored in your own joy and fulfillment that their presence becomes a beautiful bonus, not the oxygen you need to breathe. Here is the quiet, beautiful miracle at the heart of this entire painful experience. The universe did not send your married twin flame to torment you. It sent them to save you. It sent them to shake you awake from the slumber of a life that was maybe just a little too small for your soul. Every sleepless night, every tear you cried, every ink-stained journal page filled with your confusion and rage. All of it was part of a divine excavation. Every moment of pain was carving out more space inside of you for a higher version of you to emerge, a version who no longer bargains for crumbs of love, who no longer looks outside for validation, who no longer places their worth in someone else's hands. One day, in the not-so-distant future, you will look back on this period of your life, and you will see it with perfect clarity. You will realize the marriage was never the wall blocking your path. It was the chisel that was sculpting your sovereignty. And whether you end up clinking coffee mugs with your twin in a quiet corner cafe, or you simply wave to them across the ethers with a sense of peaceful, loving detachment, you will know deep in your bones that the entire journey was worth it. Not because you got them, but because you finally, truly got yourself. Stay soft, stay sovereign, and always remember, the incredible love you are seeking has always been hunting you down.